guys, hope you're having a very good Saturday. I have a new book review. It is on Not That Kind of Girl, and this is by Siobhan, Vivian. I finished this book a couple days ago. It was actually a quick read for me. The size may have something to do with it, as it is shorter than most YA books, but I think the pacing and the plot really pushed the read along, and I was very surprised by it. So let's get on with this review. I will start off with the synopsis, of course, what the book is all about. Also, I want to talk about characters, the plot, and the themes of the book. I thought the themes are definitely worth mentioning, really pushed the read along, I think, and my overall rating. So let's get started. Our main character is Natalie Sterling, and she is beginning her senior year at this private academy. She's a very hardworking person. She wants to become the next student council president. She's studying really hard for those SATs to get into that awesome college, and she has her sights set on the prize. She's a very focused character, follow the plan she has set for herself. And of course, that doesn't pan out at all. Things start to go awry. Natalie actually has been having a negative effect on her friendship with her best friend Autumn, and they start to drift apart. That leads to some distractions and some quality time with the high school quarterback Connor. Natalie starts to spiral out of control, and it is like a horrible train wreck. You cannot look away. So that's basically the synopsis of the book, is Natalie's experiences through her senior year, and it was crazy. Very dramatic. Let's now talk about the characters. Natalie Sterling, she flies on the straight and narrow, and I've heard mixed reviews about Natalie's character. You're either gonna love her or hate her. I thought Natalie played both the protagonist and antagonist. She's hardworking, she's very determined, she's strong, she's independent, she knows how to take care of herself, and on that front, it sounds amazing. But underneath, her actions come off unlikable. She has this arrogance about her, did come off annoying, she's definitely flawed. I think what made Natalie's character tolerable for me was I genuinely believe that Natalie's intentions were good. I think her heart was in the right place. We find out in the book Natalie is very overprotective over her friend Autumn. The way Natalie tries to help her is actually having the opposite effect of what she's trying to pursue. That's where the drifting starts to take place. That's where resentment starts to build up. Even though Natalie can dish out being cold and arrogant and condescending, the other characters around her, they all seem to call Natalie out on her actions and dish it right back at her, which I thought was very refreshing. For me, it's not enough when a character realizes she's being annoying or selfish. I'd like to see when other characters in the book call her out and dish it right back at her, and that happens several times in the book, which I think were appropriate and Natalie deserved. Although she was definitely flawed and annoying, there was some definite growth in her character as well, which is what you're hoping for. The other character I want to quickly mention is Connor, who is the quarterback jock that Natalie uses as a distraction. Connor is a very likable character. He is definitely that cliched, misunderstood quarterback. He is very sweet in the book. I wish there was more of a look into Natalie and Connor's relationship. I can see why, as that actually isn't the main focus of the book. But think from the cover that this is going to be a very gushy romance. In actuality, it's not at all. Segues into the next thing I want to talk about, which is plot. It was dramatic. I thought it was relatable, realistic. It's very raw and harsh. I think it portrays high school life very realistically. The relationship between Connor and Natalie aren't romanticized at all. The plot really focuses on Natalie and her relationships with other female characters in the book, and I thought that was amazing and refreshing as well, which segues into the next part I want to talk about, which is theme. What it means to be a girl, what it means to be a confident girl. Sexism and double standards, those issues are brought up in the book. That made the book really interesting, that really pushed the read along, especially during junior high school, when you're either this girl or that girl. There doesn't seem to be any room in between. Siobhan really captures a really great message in the book, and I think it's definitely worth reading about. With that being said, I'm going to give Not That Kind of Girl are readable. And it was really refreshing in a way. You have so many different characters, very distinct personalities throughout the whole book. All of them have really strong stances on what they think, and there's really strong opinions in the book. And there's definite growth between all of the characters. So that's my review, guys. Hope this was helpful. I recorded this about 1 billion times. I couldn't explain the plot because there's a lot of everything. That's everything, guys. Hope you guys have an awesome weekend. Have a good one, and I will talk to you guys later. And go as and go as and go